Hello everybody, welcome back to Bio Showcases. This is Copoka, a game by Inaccurate Interactive, published by Guru Games. The game is really simple. It's an open world exploration game where you play as a bird. And that is mostly the gist of it. There are collectibles, there are pickups, but you mostly fly around, and whilst doing so you can listen in on people's conversations to learn a bit more about what's happening in the town you are currently inhabiting. So enough about that. This is going to be one of those games where you just see it for 1 minute and go like, this is amazing, or just meh. I don't think people will really have any hatred, might be a bit of a strong word, but maybe dislike towards this game, because it's a simple concept that's, I think, is really well done, but you'll see that when we get into game. And speaking of which, let's do it. I did a pre-flight, I suppose I could call it, about this game. I usually do like 1 minute to see if everything records well and whatnot. This time it took half an hour because I completely lost track of time because I was so amazed about everything that was going on. Anyway, let's start up a new game. Crud. Let's get... Okay.
Citizens of Copoka, my brothers and sisters, today it's been 1 year since hope was born. 1 year since we crushed the incompetent old leaders. 1 year of fighting for our people and defying our enemies. Today we celebrate. Remember, freedom gives order. Order gives strength. And strength leads to victory.
So there's a little bit of information already about what's going on. Apparently, a rebellion happened that... well, a rebellion happened a year ago, and yeah, that's all you know. But as you can tell, points of interest are marked on the map, and that's usually places where you can find out a little bit more about this town and its inhabitants. There's two kinds of pickups. First of all, you got the feathers, which will increase your flying speed. Another thing I should notice is that
It's your duty to report any suspicious behavior.
I completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, the higher you go, the faster you go, which is nice if you want to cover a lot of ground. That's one of the pickups, namely the feathers. They increase your speed. As far as controls goes, it's really simple. You got left trigger to brake, right trigger to speed up, and X to land. It's just both the analog sticks to move your character and to turn the camera.
Have you seen Stella? He was supposed to help me with the drinks for tonight.
Bilo? No, I haven't seen him. I heard something about a fight down at the bridge, though. He's there quite a lot, right?
Oh, god damn it! That idiot better start acting like the sergeant's son soon, or I don't know what I'll do.
Oh, come on. He's young. It's only natural to rebel a little.
Not by joining an actual rebellion, it's not.
You got military presence. People don't seem to be too fond about the rebellion, though.
And buy the finest canned food in the city.
There's one of those trinkets, like a medal.
Crafting supplies, fine crafting supplies.
Trinkets are to be returned to your nest. Feathers, you don't just pick them up and you get the reward of it straight away. Our nest should be relatively close to here. Just seem to have a bit of a problem actually finding it. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around here.
Everyone needs to do their part to bring forth a great society.
There it
Report
is.
to the local workhouse here for new orders.
See, I mean, just look at it. Things look great. I mean, the shape of our bird, the wings flapping, it all feels really great. I'm gonna say that a lot because I really was quite impressed by this. Let's go listen into some more conversations, see what else we can figure out on what the hell is going on here.
Sam down the street has been out awfully late. You don't think she's getting herself into trouble, do you?
What do you mean?
It's just that recently I've heard a lot of rumors. Something's happening in the slums.
She's a smart kid. She'll be alright.
Good voice work. There's a bit of an accent in there that I can't really place myself. I've only had one instance where I thought this sounds a little bit off. We might be able to find that as we fly around, but something about somebody's son that died, and he was pretty laid back about it, I suppose, would be the way to tell it. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of exploration games out there, but usually you just don't get this amount of freedom, if you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, sure, you can go full of places, but you will get blocked out by the environment or something, not really able to go wherever you really see fit. Here, if you can see it, you can usually get to it. The only thing that are off limits is you can't really go all too far out on the ocean, and the mountain range is off limits as well. But other than that, you're pretty much free to go wherever you please. And I suppose one of the big appeals to this is indeed that you're just playing as a bird. I mean, how often do we as humans not just be outside and watch the birds fly by? It's always been a dream of mankind to fly, and we got our flying machine and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure a lot of us still dream to be able to just do this, just take off and fly somewhere, leave all the worries of the world behind and just fly. And I guess being able to actually do that really does spark that little thing in ourselves.
I once sold pickles down on the street corner. John, I didn't ask, but I ended up selling my soul. John, you don't need to tell. Till I found the military. The military made me proud. John, why are you telling me this? I did do quite well on parade day. No, John, I didn't ask. I don't. Selling pickles of my country. John, this is just like when you met my parents. Will you just calm down?
Yes, John the Pickle Man. Anyway. So yeah, you got your military presence here. This is great though, isn't it? I mean, I feel like I'm spoiling the experience just by talking about it. So maybe I'll just shut it for a bit and let you guys experience it the way I did the first time I went through this. In absolute silence and a little bit of awe. Sure, let's do that. Huh, me keeping my mouth shut, that's gonna be great. Yep, there I go already. Anyway, shutting up.
All this celebrating. It's making me sick.
Too much alcohol?
much hypocrisy.
Shh. Your big brother is coming.
Seems like not everybody is all too happy with what the rebellion did. So yeah, you learn a little bit about what's going on in town by listening in on people. It doesn't really seem like a town that's in full celebration mode, is it?
That sounds really bad. Have you seen the doctor?
They told me there was nothing to do but wait. Hopefully it will soon pass.
Did you get any medicine?
There's nothing to get. Not since the new government closed the borders.
Yeah, seems like things aren't all that great. Let's bring this pair of spectacles back to our nest. So yeah, you do have to get out there and take note of the little things, but if you don't want to collect this stuff, then you don't have to. I mean, yeah, there are Steam achievements, trading cards, all that other stuff that can draw in people, but that really isn't the main focus of this game. And I appreciate it for that. I mean, there's no enemies, there's no death. You can just fly straight into a skyscraper and be absolutely fine. But that's part of not meant to be. It's just you get out there, you take in the lovely scenery and learn a little bit about what's going on as you do it. And that's a great thing, I think, personally. This is a game, I think, that easily sells itself. Doesn't really need much of my help, but here I am anyway, because I really hope a lot of people will feel the same way about this as I do, and that's just it's simple. It's a game you dive into to relax after a hard day at work or something, you know, just let all the stress fall off your shoulders and just fly around in this wonderful city that may or may not have a name, though you do see the words Copoka pop up here and there, but you know, it's not really sure that that is a town. The only information you do get about the story is indeed what you pick up from the locals. So let's see if we can find a bit more on that. I'm not, of course, gonna go through everything. I don't want to spoil everything for you guys. This is an exploration game, of course. And what is there to it if everything is already explored, is it not?
Have you ever seen such a beautiful mountain range? It looks like a row of great friends all melted together.
I guess that's one way to describe it. I'd personally freak out a bit if I would start seeing mountain ranges as people that got melted together, but sure. Got a few more places of interest. I think this is the one talking about his dead son. The one that I think the voiceover could use a little bit more emotion.
You okay, mate? You look pale as a ghost.
My son died. It was the flu. The doctor said there was no medicine. I couldn't do anything.
Don't even go there. It's not your fault. I've heard the government's confiscated all the medicine.
Why would they do that to him?
Why would they do any of this? It's getting out of hand.
Yeah, so the overthrowing of the government apparently didn't really make things all that much better for the local population. See, and that's how you like piece together little tidbits of story about what's going on here, whilst you still have, of course, that own sense of creativity to make of it what you want. But yeah, this is pretty much the game. You just fly around, collecting stuff as you find it, listening in to people, and just enjoy yourselves flying around. It's really one of those games that you don't see happening or coming by as too much. It doesn't, come by as often. And it's been great playing this, and I really do hope you...
Hey! Hey! I finally got a job! A job! That's right. As a bill advertiser.
I need to sit.
Oh, I long for the food.
Medicine seems to not be the only thing that's rather scarce here. So yeah, I really do hope you see it the same way as I do. I've mentioned this before, you'll either love or not like this game. I don't think you can really have strong negative opinions on something made as wonderful as this. I mean, the controls feel solid. I never need to jerk my analog sticks anywhere to get that smooth motion that I'm looking for, and it just works. It's simple, it's relaxing, it's easy. You get that sense of wonder. You get to fill in potential blanks as far as the story goes, and all that while flying through a beautiful environment with nothing to worry about except for where to go next. See what's happening over there.
Killed down in the slums.
Seriously? How do you know?
Oh, you know I can't tell you that.
By the announcement today. Why didn't I hear anything?
Well, the government does not want to look weak. It is strange though. Why was she in the slums to begin with?
I wonder if I'll ever get to go there.
If your neighbor is sick, it's highly recommended to report this to the authorities so that they may be quarantined.
Little branch there. The first thing we actually got that could probably build up a nest, huh? Let's bring it back. We'll go one more place and then I'll probably find a good resting spot to end this, because I do really don't want to spoil literally everything there is to be seen here. I suppose we should talk pricing. It's actually rather cheap for the experience I'm getting out of it right now. It's €5. An opening week sale for €4, which lasts to 22nd of September, I believe. Well, yeah, you can clearly already tell something is up with this town, being told it's time to celebrate and stuff like that, while all their citizens are sort of in the dumps. Not that you need to care as a bird, of course, but...
Have you ever met the great leader?
Not in person, if that's what you mean.
She has this aura of greatness. It's as if she doesn't see rank.
At least the military seems to appreciate the new head of state. The plot thickens, doesn't it? Then again, I'm pretty sure the military is privileged when it comes down to medicine, foods, and whatnot. I suppose that's one way to recruit more people. give them a shitty life, and then give them an out as part of the military. It's a cruel way of going about things, but it is a fast ticket to get more men recruited. Or to spark another rebellion.
Citizens of Copoka, recent times have been trying. We have faced struggle and hunger. We have faced enemies and hardship. But we have faced them together as one, and we will continue to do so. We will restore freedom, and freedom is order. Order is strength, and strength leads to victory. We stand united as one.
Well, she sure seems to know what she wants to do, but seems like the people are struggling quite a bit.
Did you hear? Someone just down the street was attacked by a rebel last week. They are out of control.
Yep. Seems the government being taken over sparked yet another rebellion. Whether they liked it before, whether they liked it after, which one they preferred, remains to be seen, but it's time that we put an end to this video so there is at least some stuff left for you guys to explore. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still in the series. Feel free to show support by commenting, liking, and or subbing if you haven't already. This has been Copoka, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next bio showcases. Bye everyone.